Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. Welcome to everybody. New subscribers, old subscribers, and members. Hey, Shatika, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And what are you working on? What's your weather like? I was hoping it would rain, but it has not. It was just ugly and gloomy and hot. Oh, I don't have. I can use that. I'm going to work on a little octopus. Hey, Renee, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you all did a thumbs up. Are you working on anything? And what is your weather like? I was up way too late. I was up till 5 this morning. I was crocheting. Then I got hooked on, what was it? It's called Hollywood Demons. It's on Hulu. And the first story was about Seventh Heaven, the man that played the pastor, child molester. I was like, I don't think I've ever watched Seventh Heaven. Not my cup of tea. But it was just, I was like, that's crazy. And I don't think he even went to jail because the statute of limitation had already expired, I believe. I would pick a dark color to work with. Power Rangers. What else was? I'm watching the Real Housewives episode. I was just shocked. Ooh, those women had a whole lot of stuff going on. The Power Rangers was sad. Well, the Power Rangers had that was all about child stars. So it was the Power Rangers. It was the young boy from D.L. Hughley's show who's now all tatted up. His whole face is all tatted up. And one of the boys from whatever show, what's his name? Michael J. Fox was on. I don't remember what show he was on, but whatever that show was, the young boy that was on there, of course, grown now, but he's all tatted up too. And the boy that was in That's So Raven, he's just a hot mess. I was like, of course, I'm working on another one of those Labubu. I'm not feeling, I'm trying to find a pattern that I like. So this was the first one. I don't like the eyes. I don't like, but I said, well, somebody else might like it. I don't know Labubus like that. And then this is the second one that I made from a different pattern. But what, you see, their eyes are totally different. I mean, they're all different. All the patterns are so different. And this one has the feet. This one has feet. This one has the hand with the paw thing. And this one doesn't. So I was working on this one. Now, this one was much faster to do than the first one because it's a different crocheter, and she has 3 parts to it. The second one I did, it was just one crochet tutorial. But I'm trying to find one that I really like. But I think what I'm going to have to do is cut out some triangles for the teeth part of it. which I don't look forward to. And I was online trying to see if there was a punch out with triangles, but they all say paper, so I don't know how they would work with felt at all. Am I doing this right? Oh, nope, I'm not. So to say the least, I was and I can't remember what else was. The guy from Seventh Heaven, that was a mess. And then the teenage, not I keep want to say the Teenage Mutant Ninjas, but they are the Power Rangers. Now there was so much. Several of them committed suicide, or whatever they say, unlived, or whatever they call it, since you can't, not supposed to say all that on YouTube. So unlived. And drugs, everything. It was like crazy. So now I'm on the Housewives and all of their craziness. And the one that her name is, she changed her name. Her name is Taylor Ford. The thumbs up. So, and her name, I forgot what her real name is, but she changed her whole name several times. She was like the mystery housewife because nobody knew her, and her husband was from Texas. He was a mess. She was the one that was being abused, and they showed a clip of the Real Housewife show, and you could see her black eye. The man gave her a black eye on her birthday. How lovely is he? I think that's 7. But that, and the Shaw lady that went to prison, they interviewed 2 of the people that were scammed by her. I can't, this yarn is too dark. I can't work with that in this minimal light. I have to work with that in the daytime so I can see something. Oh, this won't be too bad. It's black and white. It won't be too bad for what I want to do. So if you need some entertainment, and if you're into true crime and documentaries and you have Hulu, that's a good one. Definitely had a whole lot of information in there I never knew. But it kept me up way too late. Then I got up early as I just woke up, and I just said, well, since I'm awake, let me just go ahead and go over to the post office, because I had my amigurumi sale last night on Whatnot, and I sold 2. So I said, well, let me just put them in I was going to put them in my mailbox. I don't trust my mailman. And that's never a good thing when you don't trust your mailman. All my other mail people, they were all right, but this dude, I don't trust him. What else did I? Oh, and then I did some gardening, which really took the wind out of my sail. In this 90-degree weather, and it was just a little bit. I just repotted some plants out in the front couldn't wait to get that finished. It was way hot. And I still have to do some more in the backyard. But they will wait. It's too hot. I have to do that around 7 o'clock at night when it's a little cooler, unless it rains. And then it'll cool it off some. But whew, it was way too hot today. All right, let me see. What am I doing? What am I doing? And I found a new amigurumi YouTube channel. As I was, I don't even know how I came across that YouTube channel. She just popped up out of nowhere. Now I'm thinking about it, because it wasn't like she was, I don't know where she came from, but she's there. Hey, Melanie, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Just getting in. All right. I'm just babbling, as always. So I don't know if this documentary has any more left, and I don't know whatever happened to that ma'am. If anybody watched Seventh Heaven, whatever. I don't know if the show, and it was crazy because his wife, now his ex-wife, she recorded him and she released it to the press. They were in, I guess, couples counseling, and I don't know if she found out about what he was doing, but she put all his business on Front Street. And then to hear him talk about it as if it was the child's fault. Yeah, I say, yeah, he's been doing that for many, many years. He's a typical person. You lie enough, you start to believe it, and then eventually you believe it because you said it so many times, so it must be true. I see. I think I'm going to watch, what's his name? Eddie Murphy has a new on, what is it on? He's on Prime. I think he's on Prime. He has something new with him and that guy that used to be on Saturday Night Live. I can't think of his name. He was the one that was with that Kardashian girl. I can't think of his name. Whatever. Obviously, he is not somebody that holds any real estate in my brain. So I'm going to do another, I'm just going to do amigurumi sales every Friday, just to see if I can move some of this stuff, because all the other stuff, none of them are moving. So I just keep moving out the other ones that I was supposed to be doing sales for, and just schedule a whole bunch of amigurumi sales. That way I can work on my amigurumi skills. So I said, well, I sold 2, so that means I need to replace 2. With what? We shall see. Actually, I should have done this in I have floaters, and they drive me crazy. I'm always thinking something is there, but it's the floaters. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this down because it is not the right count. That I should be doing something that I can just have a whole bunch of the heads done. Then I'm going to have to do the eyes and then I figure I can knock out that. I don't know if Miami played today. I keep seeing scores from they must have played. I'm not sure because they were supposed to be having I forgot what they call it. Some kind of classic. I don't know what it is. No. I'm not putting castor oil in my doggone. Listen, that is your remedy to everything, not mine. I don't want to even smell castor oil. Ew. My mom used to give us that yuckiness when I was young and in the wintertime, with peppermint. You can't get past that nasty taste. No, ma'am. I'm going to pass on that every day and twice on Sundays, as they say. I do the good thing. Oh, the good thing is that you can't smell it. Oh, I don't know how you can't. Your sinuses must be just used to it. I know you had to smell it at one time. What an awful smell. I'm talking and forgetting my count. No, that's not what it should be. I'm sure other people around me, they probably do. Now, who is that with that? That's like Bengay. I don't even think people buy Bengay. Do they even make Bengay anymore? Yeah, I always knew the people with the arthritis because they smelled like Bengay. Now you can I don't know. No, I have some that Voltaren, but it's the generic. The real price of that Voltaren gel ointment, whatever they call it, is ridiculous. But I'm trying to remember that it has some smell to it, but not like a Bengay smell. I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter. I will not be joining you in the castor oil, believe me. That is definitely not my cup of tea. If I never smell that again, it won't be too soon. That is a and always I want to say it was during winter time, we always got it to ward off the germs of the cold season. I think I would prefer the cold over having to take that nasty stuff. That is some nasty stuff. I can't believe not a drop of rain. We just had the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And they had, let me see, Netflix. Netflix has documentaries about that. I don't know if I saw both of them on Netflix, but The second one, I just watched it. It's called Katrina Come Hell and High Water. And I did not know that they had Hurricane Betsy in 19, I may have known it, but probably forgot it, but they had Hurricane Betsy in 1965 that broke, drowned, terrible. And they basically said they built the levees again, but nobody ever went, back to check to see if they need any repairs or anything like that. So it's just like, you buy your car and you never put oil in it and you just ride it until the oil comes out. So what do you expect? Your car is going to be no good. Burn up the engine. But, all of that is all political crap. That is all politics, because the Army Corps of Engineers is under the government. And probably every time somebody did even think about it, but I don't really think, because they just watching that documentary, they basically said New Orleans is like the stepchild of Louisiana. And we know how, per se, stepchildren are perceived sometimes. So they've never really put any money into that city, and the mayors, every time they try to get money out of the government from their state, they don't get it. And the one mayor that used to be the mayor there, he said that the convention center and the Superdome get more of the what do you call it? The tourism tax money than the whole city of New Orleans. So how are you going to fix anything if they're not giving you any money? And during that hurricane, apparently the governor and the mayor didn't like each other. I said, yeah, but y'all got people dying out there. Who's going to be the adult? And all she was concerned about was looting. We are not going to have that. And they were all out there killing people, but not taking care of the one people. I don't know. A building should never be more important than a human being's life. Goods out of a store should never be important than a human being's life, because it's all going to go to waste anyway. It's all underwater. So it's just ridiculous. Like, what are you going to say? Oh, we had $10,000 worth of stuff and people took 5,000 and we lost the other 5. The insurance is going to pay you for all of it. But at least the people are being fed, as they wouldn't let them out of the Superdome. If you have not watched any of the documentaries about Hurricane Katrina, watch them, because I feel like Florida is one hurricane away from Hurricane Katrina. And the only difference is that ocean out there, you got to have some money to be living by that ocean. And they will definitely be taken care of. That's the only difference. Because the people that was living by the levee, they didn't care about them. But the people that were closer to the inner city, that had money and didn't look like the ones that were out there on the ninth ward, they were taken care of. And I'd totally forgotten about Brad Pitt when he had not donated, but pledged. He pledged $20 million to help build homes. And then when the homes were built, they had so many problems that the people were paying much more money to get it repaired. And then he said he was going to, again, help them repair all the damage. The flooring was falling in and everything. And he reneged on that. So Brad Pitt he started out as the great white hope and turned into a nightmare. I was like, this is crazy. And the guy that was out there with him talking up what they were going to do, he said he felt like he was used. And he has a sign on his house. It says something like "Fix my house," or so. I forgot what it says. But I tell you, when money gets caught up in stuff like that, you just don't know who's telling the truth and who isn't. That's one of the downsides about living in South Florida when these disasters happen, how people take advantage of people. Where? Okay, what did I do? That's 6, that's 12, this should be 18. Let me count. I'm doing something wrong. No, it's not. The count is off. Okay, what did I do wrong? Nope, that's 2. That's 1. That's 2. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, looks like I missed it. Let's see. Nobody's working on anything today? You all are so quiet. Let's see what I do wrong. Okay, let's see. I'm doing something. Working on a doll dress. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this. Let me get me some light colors. Oh, God, I had that money in my pocket. Let me see. Is that regular yellow? Or is that? No, that's that. Oh, this is a light color. A light purple. I have way too much purple stuff. But it's light. I can see it. Need to get $2 done today for tomorrow's show. Okay. I was like, I haven't seen you in a minute. I had my show scheduled for Tuesdays, and it dawned on me that's not a good day. That's why I changed them to Friday, because that gives me Saturday to go to the post office, because during the week I may not want to go. And they put you on the clock. As soon as you print that form, you're on the clock. Oh, yep, trying to get some new dolls done. Get it, girl. I'm trying to get some of these little amigurumis done. I was happy to sell 2 yesterday. Glad she checked out the bin so she could tell me what she wanted. And I got some new followers, so I got something out of the deal. Wasn't a bust completely. All the other ones were a bust. That's why it's like, well, they're not selling, so I might as well just move on to something else. See what gets picked up. But I like making these little amigurumis, and I can just make them however I want to. It's nothing but a ball and some feet or a horn. None of the ones with the horns, only the one with the feet, because I only have one that had feet. That one sold. And I still haven't gone to looked at that monster book that I bought all that. Spent all that, my hard-earned money for. I understand all sales matter, large and small. Yes, ma'am. I said I need to write her name down. She bought something else from me, but when I see their names on Whatnot, I can't put a real name to a Whatnot name yet. It's just like it took me a minute on YouTube to know whose name went with what YouTube name. And I said, since there are so many yarn sellers on YouTube, I think they actually buy in bulk. And I was like, I think I'm going to take the yarn off. I'll leave all the amigurumis and the dolls and the wearables. But the yarn, I think I'm going to just take it off. So when I did the last yarn sale, I only had 2 skeins, and something was wrong with her account. And this woman was contacting me, I think almost every day because by her buying it, it locked it up. But because her account, I don't know what the heck was going on, but Whatnot was quick to say, nope, that's not going to work. I mean, did I say Whatnot or YouTube anyway? So it popped up. I forgot what the message was, but it just popped up. Yarn sells real good in live. Nah, not for me. I guess I didn't have what they were looking for, so Like I said, only sold those 2 skeins. The first time I did the yarn sale, it sold pretty good, but so that's why it's like, that was just a waste of time. So I've already thought in my mind of what I'll be doing with all this yarn that's sitting over here in this bin, saying, what are we going to make, Gloria? And I say, it'll come to me. If it all becomes amigurumis, then that's what it'll become. So I have a whole lot of transferring of cells and removing stuff from the bin. I'll do it once I'll leave it there for now. And every time I pull out a skein to use, I'll just take it off the list. And I definitely do not need to buy any more, although I did. But I bought cotton. I don't have the small cotton weight yarn. I have small, but it's too small for what I want to do. So I had to get a different weight. So I'm just not going to do any more yarn shopping. Now I need new safety eyes, different safety eyes. I have lots of safety eyes, but I need some different kind. I want to get the ones that have like the two little white dots, and yeah, it has two little white dots. Those are the ones I'm going to get those. So I think they will look cute on these little amigurumis. And I cannot find my Clover 2.0 crochet hook. And it's got to be in here somewhere. And I was going to get one off of Amazon. That thing was $14. I was like, for one hook? Then I saw the, what's the name of the other crochet? Oh, I have them too. Tulip. They had a tulip for $9. And I know how to, I already have tulips, so they're my second go-tos. So I'll be using that one until I find my other one. So I don't know where it is. And every time I come in here, I say, oh, I need to clean this place. I really need to go through all those whips that I've started and never finished, because I'm sure I'll find my crochet hook stuck in something. I found a lot, like I have a lot of the 5.0s and the 5.5. I found so many of them going through all that yarn. I said, well, I should not ever have to buy another Clover 5.0 or 5.5, because I have plenty of them. That's what I should do. I'm not going to get rid of the Clovers, but all those other crochet hooks that I don't use. But I don't have enough of them to make a full show. But I have enough of them I don't want. What time is your show tomorrow, Melanie? It'll pop up. I saw a lady earlier today. She was selling yarn. She was talking about the t-shirt yarn that she had. I didn't want to click on it. I said she must do wholesale because her little area was full of yarn. But the yarn she had was, I can't remember the name of it, but it was stretchy, which I wouldn't want for a purse, because especially you put something heavy in there and then the thing, no, I don't like the stretchiness. I need to sell some of my hooks too. It's at 1, so that's 4 o'clock my time, I think. Yeah, I have a lot of the boy type hooks that I don't use. They're like, when I couldn't find my 4.5, I did find it. Yay! No, this is the 5, but I did find the 4.5. But I pulled out one of those, and it just kept grabbing the yarn. I was like, if I had my Clover, I would not be having this issue. And I was so happy to find it. Okay. Loves me Clovers. And the new crochet lady that I came across, I'm trying to figure out, how did I come across her? I don't even know. Sometimes YouTube just puts stuff out there for you to see, and I don't even know what I was searching for, but she popped up. Her crocheting knack or something like that. Her name is Bianca. Get the yarn and the hooks together and make package deals. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. I just haven't done it. Hey, Brianna, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Nia and I watched the wedding. It was a little choppy. And she was real late. But we did get to see. She's married now. Yep. I was thinking about doing that. See if that moves, but I just haven't had the energy to go through all that and look for those hooks. So I'll just keep pushing it back until I get around to it. I'll probably do it in January when I'm off again for a long time. Oh no, I figured they started late for the people on CB time coming to town. I don't know what the reason was, but Nia and I clicked on it, and I was like, there's nothing happening. And then finally there was a message popped up, and then I think we could hear Adrienne saying something. And then she walked over to the microphone, and then we don't know what she was saying, because I don't know if it was too far away or what. But we did get to see it when it finally commenced to happening. So now it's time for you and your sisters to tie the knot. What y'all waiting for? Same thing Nia's waiting for. A match. I had to do my I have to do my continuing education classes for courses to renew my case management certification. So what am I doing now? No, I did. Oh, it must have been on the domestic violence. Must have been on that one. But it says the American population, there are more there's more older people in America than there are younger people. And that's because, as you all can see, these young girls are not having babies after babies after babies, and they're waiting longer and longer and longer to get married. So, and some of them don't want to be married. Some of them don't want to have children. So, America gonna be in a pickle soon, because I's gonna be retiring, and a whole lot of other ones. My mom, one of her doctors has already retired. No, he's the second doctor. Her primary, long before she retired. And my mom said, when you see Dr. Smith, you tell her she's too young to retire. So I told Dr. Smith said, I'm 65. I was like, black don't crack. And then her endocrinologist retired, and there's yet to be anybody to replace him. He'll probably be working a few more years because he looks much younger. Her cardiologist, he might be retiring in the next few years. Child, don't hold your breath on that. I'm good. Yeah, it was very nice. Not in this economy, I know. Lots of jobs and crafts are dying out. Yeah. And when I took Nia we went to the Museum of Science and, what is it called? Museum of Discovery and Science, or whatever it's called. I probably mix it all up. And we were down Federal Highway, waiting at the light. And I looked over and I was like, that Burger King is gone? This is a Burger King that my parents used to take us to when we were little, young, school age. That thing has been there. It had to have been there probably 50 years or more. It probably was the first one in Broward County, for all I know. That was the only one we went to. So I don't know where any of the other ones were. And I was like, I cannot believe that Burger King is gone after all these years. It's gone. And there was, because everybody's on this, was it Chat GPT? And now they're being sued big time because it told this child how to unlab himself. So many you girls are discovering crocheting now. Many young girls with YouTube channels I see. Oh, you see many at the craft shows and the farmers market too. Yeah. You better learn a skill. But when I saw that on the news yesterday, I was like, what? I mean, it was just bizarre with that thing. And somebody else was using it, Chat GPT, and I said to the person, I said, remember, that is not a human being that can tell you how another human being is gonna react. So don't take that stuff for real. It's just like crocheting now. When you see patterns on Facebook and TikTok and all these other places, sometimes they're not real patterns. It's just an AI image. And then people are like, oh, I want to make that. And then you see all these people commenting, that's not a pattern, that's AI. It's scary. It's just like that young girl that talked that boy, and I don't know where they were. And she was like, get back in the truck. He got out of the truck and she told him to get back in the truck. And sure enough, he was gone. And she just got a slap on the wrist. I was like, I don't know. That'd have been my child. She got some fists on her wrist too. They would put me in jail. I think they would have had to pull me off of that girl. Just gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. So many AI crochet picks items. Then people send them to you wanting you. Yep. That is for sure. I don't mess with it. All right. Okay, one more increasing round. Oh, how good it is to work with a lighter yarn. I can see my stitches. I'm just going to leave dark yarn to daylight hours. Even though I have the hot light and I have that the spaceship thing, the space light, that's what I call it. But I don't want to put that on my head. And I don't want to move to the other side to sit under the hot light. So I can do that when the beautiful sunshine is out. And football is in, but I don't know. I don't think UM played today because I did not get any notifications about the game. But I see what is it called? What's that other one? Florida State. Florida State beat Alabama. I love it. Anytime Alabama loses is a good day for me. Even though I don't think Saban is there anymore, but it don't matter to me. I don't ever want them to win. If they go 0-10 this year, I'll be happy. And they were ranked number 8, and Florida isn't even ranked. Oh, wait a minute. Was that Florida? Florida State? I thought it was Florida State. Yeah, it was Florida State. 31-17. Woo. That'd be a butt whooping. I wonder if that was televised. I've been watching the documentary, so I don't even know what was on television. I was so captivated by the documentaries. And Nia and I forgot to watch Project Runway. Guess what? When she comes home, we can watch that tonight and see who got eliminated. I don't know if I like the new season, the way they're doing it. They made them, the contestants, vote off somebody. I didn't like that. I'm used to that in Survivor, which I still don't like it, but I'm used to it. But this, you all are the judges. You all vote the person off. So of course they were all crying and upset. I'm not going to vote for this one. I'm not going to vote for that one. Quite entertaining. I don't even know how. I would not want to be under that pressure cooker trying to make it, design an outfit in a day. Design it and make it all in a day. Oh, you hate it too? And that guy, Law, ooh, he is a mess. They need to stop playing and bring Tim back. Probably why I have turned. Tim said, what was his slogan? Make it work. Tim's like, I'm not making it work anymore. I love Tim Gunn. I like Kristen Siriano. I like him too. He cracks me up. And this format really cracks me up. This concerns me. What concerns you? Yeah, make it work. When the people talk, they put all these little shady quotes under them. Oh, that's one of his quotes. I'm concerned. Yeah, because I'm concerned. But I like Christian. I do like Christian in there. Hey, Divergent Captor, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And I did a thumbs up. I really, but it cracks me up when they talk and they have this really tall guy, and is he from Minnesota, Iowa? He's from someplace. He calls himself the mayor of the city. But he dressed in drag one of the times he dressed in his drag outfit, and he must have had on 9-inch heels. He's already tall, the tallest one there, and of course now he's really tall. And it's so different now. And then they have the set of twins on there. They are a hot mess themselves. And I don't know. I kept saying, why are they so concerned about these twins working with each other? I said, I've seen people before that would help other people. And of course, like I told Nia, the other contestants be pissed that somebody helped them too. I don't know. I like Law. They're girl. He is too much. He's very, I know he got his little quarters, his coins, as they say, and he feel like he can say anything. But the way he's the Simon of Project Runway. That's what he is. They've had a show with twins. I don't remember them. Sugar and Spice. The twins hate. It's so annoying. I know it. It's like, oh, he's over there. Yes, I'm jealous. I wish I had someone who didn't go and make friends with somebody instead of, because they don't say you can't help another person. Because I've seen they have designers on there that were really fast at sewing and stuff like that. And then they'd have their outfits done and they'll say, anybody need any help? And they'd go help them. But these people here, they trying to split those twins up. Two girls, they were witches. Maybe that was when, how many seasons ago that was? Because when I didn't want to pay $250 a month for Comcast, that's when I didn't get it. And then it started coming on. Now it's on Hulu, so I can watch it on Hulu. The twins lasted longer than I thought, but people have always helped others. Yeah, they have. So I'm like, I don't know why they all bent out of shape. When you see somebody and they say, "What do you think of this?" and that's help. If they say, "Well, maybe that's too short," that Asian dude on there, I don't even know how he's still on. They love his skimpy behind outfits. And then one, I think it was the Garcia lady says, "I love that." No, it was Law. Says, "I love that little under boob." I was like, he's sending women down with nothing but something to cover the boobs, something to cover the butt. Other than that, you can see everything. I don't get it. Probably more. Oh, okay. I probably missed that. Yeah, it was trashy. And I couldn't believe they liked that. I was like, why? And then they didn't like the other. He told the older lady that her stuff was looked like a dead vine or something. He said to her, I thought a little outfit was cute. Claire and Sean, season 16. I don't know. That don't sound familiar to me. I probably didn't see that season because they're on season 21 now. I know. I know. That's why they only get a yard of material for them little skinny girl. But they do have bigger full size models on there. Unfortunately, the full size models don't win because they never put them in the right outfits. Every now and again, they'll put them in the right outfits. Like the last season that I saw, there was, and I can't remember who it was, but he would do the full size models with really cute things on, but I can't remember who it was. They were arrogant too. Well, arrogance, and you what's her name? Something. What? I can't think of her first name. Something Garcia, whatever her first name is. She's like the roughest of the judges, but that Law dude, ooh, child. He is something to be reckoned with. He cuts him up with a sharp knife. Now, one show that I look so forward to seeing is The Amazing Race. That's my favorite. I just like to see the countries they go to. At one point, I actually wanted to be on the show until I saw them. I think when they had to eat the octopus, they had to eat something. Oh, Nina Garcia, thank you. I couldn't remember that first name. They had to eat something. It was gross. And then I was like, and then when I started seeing them do all that height stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch this from afar. I have no desires anymore to be on that show. But I enjoy that. I like Survivor, but I don't know. I don't like the backstabbing. That's what I don't like. Even though there's a little backstabbing on The Amazing Race, but you still have to get to it to backstab somebody, and that's what I like about it. It's the challenge of it all. But I don't like the jungle stuff. There's just too much backstabbing in that. And of course, the ones that I always want them to boot off first don't get booted off. which annoys me. Like, get rid of them. But of course, we only see the little snippets that they show us because, you know, they're there for 36 days. I can't even imagine being out in the woods with the critters and all of 36 days. I see, that just tells you how money hungry people are in America. They'll do almost anything. I've never watched that. I think I watched a part of an episode, but I've never watched. I think my daughter may have watched it. I don't know if she still does. And I don't know anything about like who won or anything like that unless they like pop up on The View or something like that. Then I'll know. But I've never watched that. I don't even know if I can. I don't even know what channel it comes on. I don't even know if I can see it if I wanted to watch it. But RuPaul used to do. His show didn't even come back because he had that game show. I can't even remember the name of it. It was hard though. I was quite impressed with the people that won. Every time somebody won, I was like, and they say get a word, I was like, what? I would have never thought of that. But it didn't come back. It did not come back. I watched, I can't remember the movie that he had, and I want to say it was on Netflix, but I'm not sure. This, well, it looked like a little boy, but it turned out it was actually a little girl. I think it was. I can't remember how he ended up with that child, but it was really good. I liked it. I liked the show. I like RuPaul's show. Gave me great inspiration for Dollar Tree. I bet. See, when he dresses, oh my goodness. I can't even. I said, I don't know how those guys walk. Well, of course, they're platform high heels anyway. So you should be able to walk in those. I don't even think I could walk in them. Not, especially not now. Not these bad feet. Now I went to see the doctor and she was like, well, does your heel hurt? And I was like, no. I don't know what I was thinking because when I left from there, I was like, you know, my heel does hurt. I think I'm so fixated on when I went the first time, it was the side of my foot that was hurting. And she told me to wear the boot. So I wore the boot and it felt better. And then, so when I went to see her, I really wasn't having any real pain or anything. So it just didn't click to me and say, oh yeah, my heel does hurt. I said, I'll wait till I'm off again, make an appointment for January. Because as long as I can still walk, I'm okay. Because even if it's something that she says, oh, you know, we can do the surgery. Nobody's cutting on my foot. Yes, Melody dresses are so strapped. Yeah, I've seen that movie. I don't know why I can't remember that movie that he was in. It was really cute though. But I really, 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 I'm impressed of how they can do all of that, put the clothes. I'm like, whew, that is, you really are dedicated to your art. Because ain't no way I could be doing all that makeup. It must take them hours to do all that makeup. That's a lot of work. And Laverne Cox did a show with the comedian that my mom likes, George Wallace. That was so funny. It was so funny. The one on Netflix is adorable. You're talking about RuPaul, the one that he did with the little child. I would definitely see that. That's where you get your good makeup information from. But I can't. I barely put on lipstick. I bought foundation. I was like, I don't even know why I wasted my money buying the foundation. Have I used it? Probably once, if that. And actually, I think I only put it on to see what it looked like. I don't even think I actually put it on to go outside. That's too much work. Yeah. Do you remember the name of it? Because I can't remember the name of it, but I loved it. I love me a good show. I bought this cheery, oh, I can't remember that, the seasoning that I think the Mexicans put on their skirt steak. Cheery, whatever it is. And I bought that from Sprouts, one of their ready to cook meals. And now I taste it constantly. So I won't be buying that again. Ooh. Oh, it must be one of her new plants. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know what kind of plants those are, but they are pretty. We're doing gardening and plants. Oh, yes. AJ and the Queen. Yes. I love that. It was so cute. And I don't know who that child is, but my goodness, that child is a great actor. Great. I love to see young kids that can act very, very well, considering at their young age. I just hope that he doesn't, let me see, it's a girl. She doesn't fall by the wayside like, ooh, so many of them have. That was so cute. But I like Laverne Cox in that one with George Wallace too. That was really, really funny. I like George Wallace. I like his. I wish I could see him, but I don't know if he still has his residence in Vegas. When I went to Vegas and he was there, I didn't go and see him. We went to see the O show. So, and my other friends went to see him. And that was eons ago. And he's much, much older now. So he might not be doing that. He's got that dry, flat kind of humor. I don't know what, but I like him. When I was watching that documentary, the Hollywood Demons, the boy that was on the D.L. Hughley's show, when he had to go to court, D.L. Hughley went to speak on his behalf, and he said he was so surprised that the person that he hadn't seen in years was still his pop, even though he hadn't seen him in years, and he came to speak as a character witness for him. I was like, boy, these kids, Well, I guess when you're out of control, you're just out of control and there's nothing. And you just spiral out until you crash and burn. Because you're not going to always have somebody there to do something for you. And sometimes when they get a little bit of money, they think because they have the most money that nobody can tell them what to do anyway. So are you working on anything? I know Melanie is working on dolls and doll clothes, getting ready for her show. How many dolls do you have now, Melanie? I know you said somebody bought a few of them. Hollywood makes it easier for them to crash and burn, access to everything with the cash to get it. Yep, that is for sure. And none of the stuff really surprises me when things happen. I'm just surprised when you hear the whole backstory of how they got there. That's the sad part. But I tell you, the um, the Power Rangers. Oh my goodness, that was awful. Probably 50 or less now. I have some people coming through buying a lot at a time. That's good. One day I'll be just like you when I grow up. I think I'm just going to stick to doing these small immigrant. I have a doll that I've been working on forever, and she only has her legs and her arms. And I want to put it together and get her head, but she has so much going on. And I've been doing everything but her. And she's sitting right next to me all the time saying, "Put me together. Please finish me." I leave them in my shop after the show. That helps a lot. Yeah, I got everything is in my. I don't move. I just like with the amigurumis that I have, I just move them to the next week, and then I did a repeat. Didn't realize that the repeat was for Saturday at 11, whatever time it was that I was on, and I happened to catch it, and it says, "Get ready for your show." I was like, "What show?" And then I looked at it. I was like, "Oh my goodness, let me go ahead and change this time." And then I went and looked at all of them. And they all had the same time every Saturday. I was like, "No, let me change this to Fridays, 8 o'clock." I had to go and change all of them. And the crazy thing was, I thought when I did the change that I changed the time, but obviously, I think I changed the time, but you have to actually use the clock in order to change the time, and I just changed it, but I was told, no, you can't do that. Spooky dolls are in demand. Sold those immediately. Oh, oh, okay. Well, I don't have any spookiness going on. Only spooky I have is the ghosts. That's it. And the one little pitiful alien. That's it. And I want to make some more of these three-legged things that I made. I really like making them. Who's Marie Laboudal? Probably said that wrong. I tell you, it just seems like I have no time. No time. And again, I'm over here making something else when I could have been working on that doll. Well, I think I'll work on the doll when I get off of here. That's what I'll do. No. Let me see. No. And then tomorrow, I have to go over to my mom's. There's just not enough time in the day. Not enough time in the day. Yeah. Just like those boo-boos. I keep looking at it. I keep looking for a pattern that makes me happy. I don't like looking at them. They may end up I'll put them in my bin, but they may end up donated when I donate to the Breast Cancer Society. I'm sure they'll be calling me. Did they call me this summer? I don't remember. Because as soon as you donate, then they like keep calling you like, I don't have anything else new to give to you. I just donated. Not. I keep looking at them. The ones that I crocheted, I keep looking at them like, I don't know. They're a little creepy to me. I don't do creepy stuff well. But all you got to do is make something and put it in the hands of a influencer or a movie star, and you have rocketed to the stratosphere. That's why the Labubu's are so famous. Oh, a high priestess from NOLA. Let me go look this chick up. Oh, she was a midwife. Is that the same person? Let me see. Ooh. Oh, no, I ain't messing with that. Oh, they call her a midwife because she's a practitioner of voodoo. Oh, my goodness. That first picture clicking on Google? Ooh, that scared me. She was 79 years old when she passed. She had a lot of names. I mean, not a lot of names, a lot of children. She's French. She's a French Creole, so yeah. All her girls were named Marie. That's odd. Yeah, all the girls were named Marie. Nationality, American, French, South African. Let's see, why is she so famous? Mm-hmm. Now she is. Hey VJ, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? See, I don't like this picture. I don't like scary stuff. And to have the snake around her neck too. Let me see if I can clear that up. Yeah. That's just a portrait. I don't know why they did that. I guess to add to the voodoo part of it, but this is her. Why they open it up so big? Shoot. Well, she's a pretty lady. But the high priestess. Mm-mm. That's so weird. I don't see, my cousin, God rest his soul, he named all his boys David. Now, what's his name? Named all his boys George too. Yep. I'm working on a beanie and it's 75. Ooh, you got good weather temperature. Yeah, I'm not doing any more beanies, no more purses, no more wearables, none of that. Because I have bins full of it and it needs to get the packing and going somewhere. When I was in the Army, there was one of the Army nurses. Her middle name and last name were the same thing because her parents only had daughters, and her father said he wanted his name to always remain. So when they get married, they can change their last name, but their middle names will still be the same, and that'd be their daddy's last name. Thought that was quite interesting. I know the Hispanic men carry their mom's maiden name, I think. Let's see, I wanted the lady that I came across today. What did I yesterday? Had to be yesterday because I was watching her stuff today. So yesterday, I found her channel yesterday. Why did I find her? How did I come across her channel? I'm trying to think. But anyway, she had a short video of her wish doll. OMG, so cute, and it's a tiny little thing, but so cute. She had the cornrows. I was like, oh, I want that pattern. I want to make one of them. And I scrolled through her whole thing. I only saw the short. I didn't see any pattern. So I sent her a message to see if she actually has a pattern for it. Because it's so cute. I haven't even watched that yet, now that I think about it. And I think I wanted to watch it. So she had the little girl and was it a little bird that's with her? But she had both of them. I think she has a video for the little birdie or whatever that. I think it's a little bird. I don't know. I just knew I wanted to, I was going to watch it, but I've never watched it. Maybe I can get my daughter to watch that. We got too many things. We got to catch up on, yes, my maiden name is Nichols. Can you guess my middle name, BJ? Nicole, but oh, that's cute. Only fourth thought I put into naming Nia was because Nia Long used to be on one of the soap operas that I used to watch. And I said, if I had a daughter, I would name her Nia. And then, of course, I loved The Little Mermaid because I love Sebastian under the sea. So that's how she got her name. Anywho. My dad being funny feeling oh my goodness. Those daddies. Always up to no good. Don't listen to the mamas. Maybe she just said, I'll let him have that one. All right, so this is coming out almost as, I don't think, I'll see. Got 2 more rounds to go. She didn't realize that she was 10. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that court. I had to get Nia's birth certificate changed. Did I? No, I think about it. Did I ever change it? I don't think I changed it. I put her dad's birth year wrong, but I don't know if I ever changed. I think I changed because you get one. I think you get one time to correct it and for a freebie or something like that. No, I can't remember. That's interesting. Well, if it hasn't been changed, oh well, it won't be now. She can change it. Actually, she can't. I would have to change it. And I got to think about that. I got to go look through my papers and find it and see if I got it corrected. I think I did. That's too many years ago. Way too many years ago. As long as her name is right and her birth date is right, that's all that matters. I tell you, you have the child and they come there asking all the questions and your brain hasn't even recovered from giving birth. And they're out there asking you all these questions. All right, I'm going to get off of here and go and look for my next, finish off some of this documentary and make some of these little amigurumis. And then get ready for bed. I will not be up to 5 a.m. tonight. I just said I don't know yet, LOL. Oh, it's on Hulu. It's called Hollywood Demons. So it's all about all the craziness in the different Hollywoods. The first one is about the man that played the pastor on Seventh Heaven, which is quite disturbing. And then they did the I want to call them the Teenage Ninja, but it's not that. Oh Lord, Power Rangers. They talked about that whole series of the Power Rangers and all of the children and how Power Rangers is even worse. And now I'm on The Real Housewives, which is another hot mess. So I don't know if there's anything after that, but I'm at the very end of the Housewives. Very, very scary stuff. Living your life out loud. Oh, wait a minute. For all in the world to see. Okay, I'm on row 6. And then I will start decreasing. But I got to pop some eyes in this one. So I watched that and I watched the Katrina documentaries, which really, really ticked me off how they did those people. I tell you, some people should not be governors and some people should not be in Congress. That's all I got to say. Because I really believe some people forget their job is to the people of their state and not to the people that give them a big fat check. But anywho, I thank you all for joining me tonight. And I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. Finish all your projects and start some new ones. So until my next video or my next live, everybody stay safe, keep crocheting. Bye-bye.